Hello everybody, Calamity here, and today we are taking a look at another replay from the Overwatch University subreddit, this time from a gold for Juno, looking for some help. So let's read your post first before we get into your replay, which I have right here. You say, "Hi, I'm an old on player that came back to Overwatch after a long break after several years of infrequent playing. I recently started picking up the newer heroes and find Juno extremely fun to play and a breath of fresh air after maining mostly the immobile Ana and Zen. However, I am on a massive losing streak and I can't help feel but stuck. Okay, and then we have your replay code. Your in-game name is ZoyoXO, and you only play Gino, and you have your guild for Havana, yep, PC. Description of the map and things you want reviewed. I felt like I was being forced to babysit my team. Throughout the game, I was thinking about moving to more aggressive positions to be able to heal my team and maximize my torpedoes, but every time I looked at my team, someone was dying. Aim was kind of scuffed this match too, since I only had a short amount of time to play after work and didn't have time to warm up. I whiffed many shots when watching my own replay. I also saw that I made some questionable decisions when my domino was in danger, but I found it difficult to get to get to her, and in those moments chose to preserve my own life instead. I was also getting flamed throughout the match by my widow, which is why I decided to submit this VOD. I would like to get advice on simple decision making that could put me in better positions to support my team and apply pressure to the enemy while being safe. Thanks in advance. Okay, there's a lot of things going on here. So first of all, babysitting your team. That is something that is unavoidable, especially in the lower ranks, because people do not know how to play properly. You will have teammates constantly in critical all the time. All I can tell you is just do your best to just heal them a couple times. But if it's like a constant, they're in critical every other second that the fight is happening, sometimes you have to just take matters into your own hands and just, honestly, this might sound kind of mean, forget about them. Just get in there, try to land your shots as best as you can. Your torpedoes are when you can't land your shots, and do your absolute best to not die. And that's all you can honestly do. If you're doing that and it's still not working out, then it's just more of a practice thing. And then questionable decisions, I guess we'll see that in the replay. And then if you're getting flamed in your match, first of all, just turn off voice chat. Whether they're flaming you in text chat or voice chat, whatever, just mute the person or just don't even participate in voice chat. Honestly, 99% of the time, it's not even worth it. And this is coming to you as someone who has voice chat on. The only thing I ever hear in voice chat is people who forget they have like open mic on. So I hear like background noise, like their keyboard, noises, or their frustrated sighs when we're dying or something like that. Like they don't even communicate properly. And those that do, the only time they communicate is just to blame someone on their team or asking someone to switch and play Counterwatch, for example, and that's not helpful either. So I highly suggest just turning it off. There's nothing ever useful coming out of comms, especially in the lower ranks. I do think maybe when you get into higher ranks like Diamond and Masters, the communications can be a bit better. But until then, I would be totally fine if you just want to leave that off, honestly, and just not even bother with text or voice chat for your sanity's sake. Oh, you said you didn't have enough time to warm up. That's okay. I do have a video on this channel where I go over a aim trainer, but there's also the very popular VAXTA. If you're not familiar with these workshop codes, I'll have them in the description. And they can just put them in. You can make a custom game. And honestly, for warm-ups, I know people just say do like a quick match or deathmatch, and those are, again, available options if you want to. But you can just hop into an aim trainer for like 5 to 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be like this whole thing, but a very quick, very short warm-up session, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, I yap a lot on these videos. I'm sorry for that. But I just tried to address all the stuff in your post. Other than that, though, we're gonna see how the game went for you, and I will try to provide as best feedback as I can.
Do you think
And
Genji will ever come back?
fortunately for you, Juno is one of my most played characters, so she's the character that I can provide the best and like the most feedback for. So, all right. First things first, Havana. I don't like this map, and you're gonna hear me say this with a lot of VODs. I don't like this map because it's a very long range sightline map. Juno's not very long range. She has a fall off of like 35 meters or something like that. Like that's a nice range, but it's not like super long range. And so when you have threats like this Widow, or sorry, this Ashe, excuse me, up here, and you have a lot of heroes on the high ground, it's very hard for you to get torpedo value, first of all. And second, it's hard for you to even just poke them with your gun because again, the fall off damage. Like shooting them from this range probably is going to be tickling them, and that's very, very hard to deal with as Juno. So you're going to end up being stuck here. But yeah, that's why I just genuinely don't like this map. Let's see what you do. Fine. Yeah, not the best torpedo here because we're doing it from indoors in a closed off angle. I mean, I appreciate you trying to wait for someone to walk into your torpedo range here, but I mean, the Domino shield just cancels it out. If you are going to just try to torpedo, it is risky, of course, but yeah, just kind of double jump, peek out to try to get someone. Obviously, this Domino shield being here an issue, but if you try to do it here, they might all look at you and you'll get melted in 2 seconds, which is why, again, I hate this map. You can see why, like with the positioning problems. This torpedo is better. Unfortunate about your Domina. Like, this is fine. Like, you are poking the enemy and you are being annoying to them, but this is like a minor inconvenience at best. Honestly, instead of this, you might be better off trying to ego duel this Ashe. In fact, your code just tried to do that, I think. I don't know if she like climbed up here or just was, I don't even know where she died. Or if she was just throwing kunai from down here or what, but she failed, unfortunately. What you could try to do is just finish the fight yourself. Double jump, glide into here. Try to take the 1v1. Ashe is not strong when enemies are up close in her face. That's why she's very susceptible to dive, and you can do just that because, like I said here, I mean, you're hitting them, but it ain't doing that much. Here, though, potential for a pick. So it's all about choosing better fights here, and that is definitely the better fight. But let's continue. Yeah, I didn't think you had to leave. It's not like they're pushing you.
No one can hide from my sight.
I don't know why you're backing up here. You're fine. You have full health. Yeah. I thought she was gonna die, but no, you're fine. Yep. This is a good torpedo. Even though, you know, Mercy got out of your LOS, but still, the intention was good. We just needed to be a little bit faster on the reaction, like just faster getting into it. Like you should have seen, okay, my Domina's getting aggressive, she's pushing in. Let me get in there as well and just torpedo fast. Just a bit faster and you would have gotten a little bit more value out of it. Okay. Nice. This is fine. I don't know why we use that speed ring, but okay. It's kind of one of those weird speed rings, but it doesn't really matter that you wasted it because everyone's resetting anyways, so. Nice. No. Stay. Okay.
Hello.
Ooh, scary. Little bit of a panic from you. I obviously, yeah, a gigantic Winston in your face does incite panic, but we need to stay a little bit calm there because I mean you're fine. It is surprising, and then you ended up whiffing your torpedoes because you hid. So, you know, we were okay. We were okay. That ring is okay. You're trying to get out of there. He's fine. You can get in there. I prefer you over here though. Obviously it might be a little too late now because your Domina died, and I think who's that? Kiriko? No, that's your Widow. But I mean, I guess staying here is okay too. But you can poke at the enemy right now.
No one can hide from my sight.
Good torpedo. Right there, you could have speed ring both you and the Hanzo to chase that on run. You can't. Now you left your Hanzo when he needed some help. Unfortunate. Yeah, that on run was 100% killable if you chased with your speed ring earlier. And I mean, even if you wanted to use the glide as well, it's worth it. It is worth getting that kill. And your Hanzo wouldn't have died. That was a weird ult because I didn't hear the voice line, but alright. Not from you. I was talking about the on run. Sorry. The on run, all I heard was the bird noises, but I didn't hear the voice line, so it weirded me out. Unfortunately about your ult, not much value is getting out of it. I mean, it kind of went. I mean, I guess Kiriko got value out of it. He was. I don't even know where your Kiriko is. Where is she? Oh, she's right here. I understand why we ulted though. It just wasn't the best ult. Okay. These are good heals right here. Good speed ring. Ooh. Unfortunate. I've had that happen where I just glide into the wall. But I saw where we were trying to get. We were trying to get out of there. Unfortunate. Good heals on the Domina. I mean, she was getting pressured pretty hard, so you were kind of stuck heal botting there.
The payload is on its way.
I just wish you would have done it from a little bit of a safer spot, because you didn't have to be that close to her. Like, yeah, it was a little bit hectic, but you could have just tried to back up a little bit here, you know, with a little bit of cover. Just like any cover is better than just, you know, having to be out here in the open. Oh, that Ash got you. Fine again, good speed ring. I mean, the intention is fine. It's just too much pressure from the other team, and it's a staggered death. You needed to back up sooner.
No one can hide from my sight.
Nice kill from your Widow. not the best speed ring here. It's a predictive speed ring, and we don't like those. We need to actually see some sort of commitment happening. So when you do speed rings like this, sometimes it messes with people's like their plans, so to speak. So like maybe this Domina wasn't gonna go this way at all, and she's just like looking to see where they're at, and then she's gonna go maybe through here, or she's gonna go around up here. But when you put a speed ring like that, some people would be like, "Oh, the Juno put the speed ring there. Like, I have to use it or something." And maybe now she ends up going here, but it's a bad spot for her. She doesn't want to be in Winston's face. Her shield will do nothing, right? So, not the best speed ring here.
Crafting a barrier. Do something.
Yeah, she ends up taking your speed ring. Torpedoes are fine. I mean, you're healing your Widow there.
Perfect. Let's take off. Let's just.
Aim's fine now. I'd be trying to get up to the high ground. Get ready to use your torpedoes. It's about to go off cooldown. Yeah. This is a great torpedo right here. I prefer you to aim for the healers over the Ashe that's getting currently pocketed by not just one, but 2 healers. So the Mercy is the better target here. Fine.
60 seconds remaining.
I know there was multiple people low, but I still would have preferred you to use your rings in a way that's more offensive rather than just trying to keep everyone alive kind of thing. Like I understand why. It's just like maybe a different angle probably would have been better. Like if we like turned a little bit here, get this Juno and maybe this Ashe.
Through here.
Unfortunate. I do notice you tend to like flip-flop on fights very fast. And I like, again, I understand why, because like when the Domina was here and you guys were shooting that Ashe, you kind of like ditched your Domina to go. Like I understood the fight was happening here, but Domina was getting no heals because your Kiriko was here, right? Earlier in the fight. Kiriko was here, and then we like focused all our attention just to heal people here, and then we all just kind of flopped over because pressure stopped coming out. We went full heal mode.
Constructing my
That's why I wanted you to use your torpedoes in a more offensive way. But hey, you guys get a pick on run. That's pretty big, but it gets red. Nope. This is a, like, I understand why we use this here. And, yep, I was going to say, let's actually just use the Ray at this point because your time is running out. And this is a good torpedo.
10 seconds remaining.
You're going to have to touch. This is risky from you because you just jumped out in the open. I would have preferred for you to just play the cart, because that's where your Kiriko is, and you guys can both, like, I just wanted you to go over here, because I know you were going for the on-run, but then you ended up putting yourself in a bad spot, and now you're out in the open with multiple people shooting at you, and it looks like you're about to fall over here. Maybe there's a med kit right next to you. There is a med kit right next to you. I would... Oh, boy. Holy, I'm surprised you survived this. Holy. Good trap from your Junkrat. Don't be too close to the monkey. He hurts. Ouch. Do you guys clutch this? It doesn't look like it. Unfortunately, the bob being too much. All right, let's look at your first round stats, and we see Wow, 14 and 3. I was not expecting that many limbs from you. I don't know why the Widow would be flaming you when your stats are better than your support's counterpart in every way possible. It could be that they're just a duo, and you know, duos, trios, people that are playing together will blame anybody but the other person they're playing with, you know? Because you outplayed this character in every way possible. You have more limbs, you have more damage, you have more heals. Yeah, you did play better. I wasn't watching what the character was doing, but that doesn't mean you played perfectly either. There was some questionable decisions from you again when we double jumped up here and glided towards the on run. When we want to stay away from her, I would again prefer you to play with the Kiriko here on the cart and maybe to gang up on the Mercy or something. It's also like this is also a very hard map for Widow on the second point. Havana is great for Widow here because it's a long sight range, right? And then it's bad here because the second point is a close range fight. And then it goes back to long range again if you guys make it to the third point. So I don't know. I think the Widow probably should have swapped. Your Hanzo had the right idea of swapping to a different character. It's just like, I'm not saying you can't play Widow here. It's just very hard to get value out of Widow on this like close range portion of the map, especially with a diving on-run and a diving Winston. So it does feel like they were just taking out their frustration out on you. Like again, they are also doing good, but I wouldn't go, dude, we're losing this because of Juno. Like that would not be my first thought if I was to blame someone on this team. I'd be saying pick it up Kiriko or pick it up Junkrat at least, because well, not even the Junkrat's doing that bad either. I would just probably blame the excuse me, the Kiriko. And I don't know if the Domino, you said maybe the Domino is blaming you as well. I don't see why. Like maybe you guys could have healed more together, for sure. But I would still say you were doing as much as you could with Juno. But let's see how you guys do on defense. You have the right idea of wanting to be aggressive. It's just how you go about it. Like you said in your post, you understand. It's all about just observing the situation and just making the best out of it. I'll point it out again on defense if you happen to make a weird decision. And how we could have done a better spot here. Yeah, here it's always awkward to play Juno because it's not like you can do the high ground, right? You can't just be like up here and you're not an Ashe or a Widow. Your damage falls off pretty hard. And then playing here can always be risky if they have a lot of mobile characters like Tracer or something. So you end up playing the corner, and honestly, this is fine. Just be careful if they do dive you, you know, speed ring yourself across, glide across, double jump, all that stuff. You glided a little too early. Nothing is really happening. I think you're getting into your own head a little bit here, or you were like assuming the Winston was going to dive you immediately, but you're fine. This good torpedo if you used your verticality. I would have double jumped. Like go out here, double jump to you don't get blocked by the cart. Big torpedo, go back down. That's it. Minor adjustment. Okay. Ring is okay. I don't know why you hesitated to shoot. Maybe because your torpedoes were about to come online, but you could have done a couple shots in there before the torpedoes. Your Junkrat. Garisa. The speed ring is good. It's fine. Don't be afraid to contest that. Do not be afraid to contest Ashe. Get in her face. Again, her weakness is dive, and you can dive her with Juno. You don't have your cooldowns though, I don't think, because you just use them. But we could have definitely tried to poke that Ashe. Yeah, don't let her get that free space. Okay, your Widow got it for you. Fine. Nice. Yep. This is good.
No one can hide from my sight.
Sure. I'm talking about the Widow's ult being used there. Nice. See, like, I don't know if the Widow probably blames you for that death there, but first of all, I don't know why she's on the ground right here. Second, I don't know what Kiriko's doing. Kiriko could have healed her. It's okay that you're with the off angle with the Junkrat. Totally fine. And you even got a kill because of it. You did your part. Fine. Yep. Nice try keeping the Juno alive. This is Juno's biggest weakness, and it is dive. We need to make sure we're keeping our distance away from this Winston as much as we can. Because if he sticks to you, and you don't have your cooldowns, and even with some of your cooldowns, he can really attach himself to you, and he's really annoying to deal with. Him and Diva are probably one of my biggest weaknesses whenever I play Juno, so we need to make sure we're respecting him, and respect him by staying away, basically. Like, I know we're trying to heal our team there, but keep yourself safe first. And if you're wondering, like, where could I have parked myself, be in a safer spot? I mean, you could have hugged this corner because there's a med kit you could play with here while still seeing your Orisa that was, like, over here. You could have played up here, force him to use a jump, glide away. You can play in this window up here. Again, you have a lot of verticality, you have a lot of mobility, like you said. Make sure you're using it. I mean, you could have played here, I guess, but like, also just staying generally in the back, especially when they have the Winston. But it looks like they're gonna get this point. So let's see if you guys are able to touch. Honestly, I wouldn't even be mad if you want to do like a last second play here, just double jump, shift, torpedoes, and like get in there. Because I mean, you guys did get a pick, and it looks like the Orisa is about to get a second pick, so it wouldn't be the craziest idea for you to have rotated a little bit faster to try to get the cart. But it doesn't look like it. No. Too late, yeah. We needed to recognize that sooner if you wanted to make that play. Like, everyone was fine. You didn't have to look at anyone to heal there. You could have just gone straight to the cart, get your torpedoes out, speedring yourself, all that stuff. Just maybe we make a play here, but now it's too late. Your Widow's probably upset at you there because she got dove on by the Winston and you were right next to her. This is fine. Good kill. Alright. Nice.
Execute them all. No one can hide from my sight.
I mean, this is what you're doing right now is fine. I would say that torpedo is okay.
Hey there.
Alright. You guys managed to hold for a little bit longer. I don't know what goes through people's heads when they're not, like, he's so locked into the fight he doesn't even notice the turret, like, right above him. This happens so many times. Like, I don't know why people just don't There, now he gets that turret. Like, some people just ignore those turrets completely and it just blows my mind. Hey.
I am on fire.
I hope that Widow's not blaming you for that death again. Again, they have like such heavy dive with a Sim and a Winston and even the Juno you could counter argue, and she's still staying on Widow. Like, that's more on your Widow's fault. No amount of healing is going to bail her out there, especially when she doesn't have any room to work with to shoot. Again, this is her weakest point on the map, so I don't know why she's not switching. I'm only addressing this Widow so much in this replay review because you said she was flaming you. But yeah, this is not a Juno problem right now or support problem. This is you're getting counterpicked on Widow problem, and you should just switch. They're probably gonna get it here, right? See. Yeah, I mean, I understand why we're doing this. It's fine. It's already over. Or is it? Or is it? Again, I do appreciate you. Like, just this is a minor critique. I don't know if it really makes a difference here, but instead of gliding into the Winston Mercy, you know, you could have just glided over here, away from them, and then towards the cart. I don't know if you would have made it because the Ash is out there as well, but it's still better than going straight into a pocketed Winston. But yeah, that looks like that is going to be it for the replay. So let's look at your final stats here. You're 23-6 with a good damage to healing ratio. I think you honestly did fine, other than some, like, you already pointed out your own mistakes. I feel like you did a good self replay analysis as well. I didn't even critique your shots. I thought your shots were mostly fine. Like, I don't expect anybody in the entire game ever to land 100% of their shots, or even 90%, 80%. As long as your accuracy is like good enough, which it was me in this game, that's fine enough. I didn't even think you needed to warm up. You landed most of your shots. There was not a point where I was like, you know, like, oh, you really needed to land more headshots or something. Like, I think it was fine. Like, maybe there was like 1 or 2 situations at most, but that's really being picky about it. You have the right idea. You're just going about it incorrectly with the aggression is all. Because there was a couple times I would just like watch you try to be aggressive, but then you stop. And I just wonder why. Because like on your attack here, like I said, with the Hanzo, you were just kind of staring at him like this while the Hanzo was shooting stuff. And he was full health. Your Hanzo was here shooting stuff. You were just like this, healing him. And I was like, huh? Why? You could have also poked as well. Or gone up here. See if you can torpedo someone. Force them to look at you. And then, you know, glide away, run away. Speed ring away. Your speed rings are mostly fine, by the way. Just don't do predictive speed rings where you're saying, you know, it almost feels like you're telling people what to do with the speed ring, and try not to do that. So like when you put the speed ring here, but your team was like all the way over here, wasn't the best play. Torpedoes, mostly fine. If you're like torn between like, should I use torpedoes defensively or offensively? Offensively, like, is always going to be the correct answer, like 99% of the time. Honestly, just like, if you're just healing people and they're just constantly dying, like going straight back to critical as soon as you do, there's very reason to keep them alive. I know that sounds like mean and stuff, but your team just wasn't getting a lot done because, I mean, you're playing Widow into this, like, this room is terrible for her. And like, again, your Widow's probably looking at her stats and going like, see, I have the most limbs and I was doing the most on this team. You guys all suck. But in reality, she was probably having a hard time, especially towards the end, because again, this is a hard map for her to play. Hard map, and she's getting like heavy dove. It's very hard for Widows to deal with that kind of thing, especially in gold, and especially on this map in particular, like this portion of it. Orbital rays, I feel like your orbital rays were very not impactful, I guess. Except maybe like the one that you shot, I think it was like around here or something. But I don't know, I feel like, you know how like BAPs will use their window for them, like the only person behind the window is just them and they're just shooting from it. Honestly, I found better success using Juno's alt in that way. Instead, like use the alt for you to be aggressive and for you to stay alive and for you to get big torpedo value. Instead of trying to do like these team, like everyone go to the beam kind of team wide plays and trying to just save teammates with it as a healing resource. Like it can be used like that sometimes, but I'd rather see you just use it like send it. Like let's say you're here. Send the beam, double jump into your own beam, torpedo whatever you see, and then finish it off because your torpedoes with the boosted orbital ray buff is going to do so much damage, and you can just finish them off with your medic blaster at that point. So I would just try to use them honestly for you because you're going to get the most value out of it. Sometimes I feel like people don't even know what orbital ray does, to be honest. But yeah, I didn't really have that much to critique you because I honestly think you did fine. And if the team was flaming you, again, I think you should just turn off the voice chat, the text chat as well. Even nothing of value comes out of it. And since you're someone that's actually employed, I don't feel like you need to be adding additional stress and frustration to your life from people that play this game. So I would just say turn it off, do your own thing, focus on you, and hopefully your games turn out better than this. But to answer your question in your post, like, because you said you wanted to like know more, how can I position myself where I can, both see my teammates so I can heal them and deal damage to the enemy? And sometimes the answer is going to be, there isn't going to be a perfect angle for that. You might get some, but you're not going to get everybody, of course. So what you need to do is decide, who am I going to go with? Like, for example, again, here when you were with that Hanzo, if the only thing you could see was your Hanzo and then maybe like one or two enemies at most, that's it. You got to work with that. And don't be afraid to get aggressive and try to win. If you see someone isolated, that's also probably another thing I could critique you on, is that there was a couple times, like even on the first point, where I feel like you can take on that Ashe or you can take on, that singular separated DPS or support and go for it. Don't be afraid. You have your buttons, you have your cooldowns, right? You can just start shooting, but you don't have to get too close either. If it's like, like say you wanted to dive the sim, for example, I wouldn't tell you to get in her face, but you can definitely contest her. Like if she teleported up here, you can double jump, glide a little bit, hang around here, shoot her. But don't get up here, right? You would just be like, shoot. And then if she's too much for you, back up, grab a med kit, and go right back again. Don't let them think they've won. The whole thing with Juno is that she's always compared to like a mosquito because they're annoying, right? That's kind of the mindset you want to have. Like if you were to engage someone 1v1 or duels, anybody, it doesn't matter what hero. Let's say they were here and you lost. You didn't die completely. Let's say you were like down to 10 HP. You're like, oh crap. Go back and heal. Immediately go back in and try to contest again so that they're like, oh my god, Juno again? And she's full health? It's like exactly like a mosquito. If a mosquito is bothering you and you like swat it away with your hand, how many times does that mosquito immediately come back? It might not be immediate, but sometimes like a few seconds later, it's like buzzing around your face again. That's exactly what you want to do. Be annoying. How can I be super, excuse me, super annoying to this team? And exactly by doing that. Poke. They poke you away. All right, go back and heal. Go right back again. But yeah, that's the best advice I can give you. Hopefully this is helpful for you, and good luck to your games. But yeah, I would not look at this game and be like, oh my god, my teammates are right, I sucked. No, you did fine. I think you did about as well as you could do, especially given your rank and stuff like that. I'm not gonna, tell you to perform like a Masters player or a Diamond player even, when you're in Gold 4. I think you did fine for your rank, and don't let your teammates get you down. Good luck on your next games. Hopefully this was helpful for you. Excuse me. But yeah, if there's anyone else here that's checking out this replay. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, helps me out a lot. That's going to do it for me, and I will see you guys in the next replay. Good luck to your games.